Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 15th episode of School Rumble. Now, last episode was a pretty fun one, except for we're having a little bit of like drama within our friendship circle because, there's still a lot of misunderstandings about various things like who people like and stuff like that. And we had Eri walk in, or Miko walk in right as Eri's essentially saying that she's not very cute, like the worst thing you could say to a girl, really. So that kind of made things a bit more than a little bit awkward. And now people are very confused about who Kenji even likes. Like they don't quite get it, because he just likes Tenma, but nobody seems to really understand that. Everyone thinks he likes somebody else because of accidental love confessions or whatever. Because I mean, Tenma, thinks that he likes Miko, right? Like I said, I'm having trouble remembering what's what, but the point is she doesn't know that Kenji likes her, and it's probably going to stay that way for a while, maybe the whole show, who knows. But yeah, the very first frame of this episode we got, I mean, it's probably just like not really an episode thing, just like a front little thing, but we do see Tenma in the pool in the little floaty. Like, probably not part of the real episode itself, but it's a nice little visual to start us off on. So let's just get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, there's just a little bit of extra thing at the front. So Miko. Yeah, let's conserve our water. Don't be wasteful. Is that from, yep, it's from him. Yeah, Hanai. That's summer for you. You can tell, yeah. He's known her for a long time. He knows when something's wrong. Man, it doesn't get much easier to watch that. I know I would cry in a corner for like several hours if somebody said I wasn't very cute. In that sense, Miko's much stronger than I am. Because she still sat at that study session and did her best through all the awkwardness. Yeah, the way they're so close but facing opposite directions is it fits really fitting. I know that's the point, but also, yeah, we had this stuff between Kyosuke and Ichijo, which still confuses me. Because he gets his pay, he's all like, yay, I can ask Ichijo on a date or whatever, and she's like, I accept. And then he's like, wait, what just happened? This is horrible, why did this happen? Which, it just confuses me. Like, even if he didn't mean to say that out loud, it would still be a good thing to get the acceptance. So I just don't quite get what that was about. Summer Friendship Fireworks. In that order. Women's fight 2-round match. And there's a lovely tree. So what's happening here? Of course, manga. Gotcha. Well, he's been through some development himself. Yeah, it's pretty good art, too. Yeah, things never go as smoothly as they do in manga. Oh, Eddie. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's leave. She's gonna chase him though, isn't she? It hurts. It hurts so much. Yeah, there she goes. Yeah, why are you chasing me? I thought you hated me. Because you're pretty scary. Plus, you hate him, so... Can you outrun a girl? Kenji, that's the question. Somehow. And here they come. Now it's gonna look like he stole something from her and she's chasing after him to get it back. That's kind of what it's gonna look like. Okay, we're doing this now. Everyone just wants your manuscript. I doubt it's about the manuscript, man. Yeah, Eri. Of course, she's the one that walked in. Because, you know, we gotta make this as awkward as we can. Just looks so much like he's two-timing the two of them. Oh. It's not really a date, but, yeah. Tell me what it is. It's like nobody cares. Nobody was even thinking about that. She invites him there and then just leaves. What did she even want? And there's the running we got from that little preview bit. Or at least similar. I don't know, why'd you chase Kenji in the first place? Everybody just wants to run in this episode. Yeah, she would be very athletic, so I'm not confident at all in Eri's ability to outrun her. Oh wow. She's pretty good though. Yeah, I was about to say, yours is much longer, so that might cause an issue. Just don't hurt yourself again. Yeah, she seems okay. I think just the ripped clothes. That's good. But she lost Eri, though. One advantage she had was her more running-friendly clothing. Otherwise, she totally would have caught her. Yeah, you lost her a while ago. How far did you run? Jeez. Do you even know you are anymore? Kind of a bit of an obstacle in her way. Yeah, had a bit of an accident. She does look quite pretty in that outfit, though. I didn't really have a chance to say that, but she really does. Oh no. Oh, he's gonna take that the wrong way. He literally did nothing. Delinquent versus the martial artist. It's like, bring it, boy. He fights people all the time. Yeah, here we go. This is the fight I've been waiting for. Oh no, the manuscript! Hopefully this uses the block or anything, because that would really mess it up. Oh wow, we got a good shot in there. Oh no, he fucking fell into his grasp. Better dodge that. Or he just stops. Gonna mess up my nice suit. Yeah, cover the manuscript to keep it safe. Warm-up is over, I guess. Alright, this is the real fight. And it went on for several hours. Oh, no, okay. Signal to start. Gotcha. The city lights. Eddie, where are you? Tenma, who hasn't had much screen time yet this episode. I mean, you may not have heard, but we run in this show. We don't walk. And And of course, Tennant looking great as usual. I believe you. Tenma time. At least we have a reliable system for it. Like we know how to calculate it in a normal time. Wow. I'm sure you will. Good friend you are. Yeah, Tenma can cheer anyone up. If I was having a bad day, a quick call from Tenma would make it all okay. I hope you can. Just gotta resolve some stuff. Was that one shot we see in the opening? It's kind of up in the air right now, much like fireworks themselves. Maybe. What? You're reading a message. What's it say? What does it say? Who was it from? What does it say? You told me nothing of value. He's coming back. Oh, we're talking about her love interest character? Tutor, gotcha. So that's how she knows him. Guess that's her middle school uniform. Kozu. I think it's to solve the mystery of who she likes. It's like, why do you keep being wrong? Do better. You're right, I'm sure that's how it works. Oh, okay. That's how it goes. All you see is the end result, not the work that got them there. Oh, 100, wow. Good job there. And the head pat as the reward, pretty standard. Oh, wow. It's quite the animation. Good job. Our work paying off. The dive. Now that he's been having training, he can take that dive without falling over. He was gone. Yeah. And there's no time to be reminiscing. Drinking party, okay. So how's that gonna go, I wonder? That's how it goes. Gotta make a choice. Just make the right one. It's like, why do people keep telling me no? Although I guess Ari didn't really tell her no, she just said she might not be able to make it, I think. It's not quite the same thing. So... that face. Well, you kind of say that. Although there's probably not gonna be much can actually come from it though. Ouch. Yeah, obviously that you were on the phone instead of to yourself. Well, so much for that. All sad and alone, Eddie. My hair okay? I suppose, even though you are. And yeah, it's quite the outfit she's got. I like it. Even got those shoes, the heels. So, how's this gonna go? Don't know how you see her with that eyes. Ouch. That's not a good sign. Don't pass out. Just don't make a scene. A good chance of that. At least she's played it fairly cool. But on the inside, I'm crying. Yeah. I mean, I knew nothing would come of this, but still, just to walk in on him basically being clinged onto by a girl. It's probably not the first real image she wanted to see of him. And a lot of people do. Well then, bye. Just gonna crush you and leave. Yeah, this is where it always goes. See, somebody's been shopping. Nothing wrong with a good horror film. Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Fair enough. Make her carry the stuff. She looks like she feels a bit out of place. Quite. uh, how about not? Man, poor Mary. Yeah, I mean... It's a really nice scene, though. Just be airy, just be airy. I start to kind of get chills here. Wow. And there she is. Great time and place to talk things out. Oh, yeah, there's the fireworks. A great location to see him too. I guess we did end up seeing the fireworks in the end. Despite everything. Yeah. I would love to be comforted by Eddie. I mean, I'm more than okay with this. Yeah. Why not invite Tenma? She can find a way here. Oh, did she bring the snacks? And she brought everyone. There goes the date-like atmosphere we had going, but it's fine. Yeah, let's not fall off. Jeez. Yeah, be careful. Like, it won't be a joke if you fall off there. Or, yeah, what do you... What, how long have you been fighting? And how did you get here? I don't think we started here in the fight. But, yeah, while they're doing that, we're just enjoying the fireworks over here. Much more peaceful event. There goes the episode. Did we make up in the end? I think so. Boy, am I just sweating. I was expecting a lot of Miko and Eddie focus, and I definitely got that, so I'm pretty satisfied with the episode. What if Kenji's just destined to always be misunderstood? Okay, well, that was the 15th episode of School Rumble. So this was quite the episode. Not really sure where to begin with it. Obviously, there's a bit of tension between Eddie and Miko for, past episode related reasons. Miko not quite sure what was even the problem, really. But Miko seems to be kind of like from the get-go, like pretty early on in the episode, trying to get in contact with Eddie. I assume to try to talk things through, clear things up, make up with each other, if you will, you know, nakanaori, as the Japanese would say. Like, seemed like that's what she was going for. And yeah, we had Kenji, who's still doing his manga stuff, which is good. You know, I'm glad he hasn't completely given up on that yet, but also trying to keep that secret from people and like kind of assuming people are after his manga or whatever, which is a bit odd. But yeah, he ran into Eri, who just chased after him because he ran away, and there was a lot of that this episode. And then he ran into Miko, and Miko, I guess, suddenly invited him over to a cafe for a cup of coffee. And I don't think we ever really got anything out of that. Like, I suppose that she wanted to talk about something, but it didn't really end up happening because Eri showed up because she was already chasing Kenji, so of course she got there not too long afterwards. And then from Eri's perspective, you know, she just walks in on Miko and Kenji having a date, which of course you don't want to just, that's awkward, you know, things are already awkward between them, that makes it worse, so she just kind of wanted to leave. But before she did so, she said that she was cute after all, which is good because, you know, she said she wasn't cute before, or not very cute, whatever she said. So I guess it's kind of, you know, balances that back out, you know, which is good, you know, because like they're friends, you know, they're not like enemies or anything, so of course she's gonna feel bad about what she said and regret it and all that. So it's good that she said that, but she still tried to run away when Miko chased after her. And Miko, did chase after her up until she handled an obstacle much worse than Eri did and got her dress all torn, so she had to stop. But yeah, Eri kept running, eventually realizing that Miko wasn't chasing her anymore. And the most telling thing about that is her comment about, oh, like, she must have given up. Why did she give up? That's all she said. Like, why did she give up? And I think there was a lot of meaning in that line. I think when we were reading between the lines, I think what she was really trying to say there is like, yeah, why did she give up? I thought, you know, doesn't she care about catching me and making up with me? Like, please try harder to catch me, because I'm not really trying to escape. I want you to chase me. I want you to, you know, catch me and just so we can make up, essentially. Like, that's what she wanted. And seeing that Miko kind of gave up partway through, that kind of makes Eri think that she doesn't really want to make up with her all that badly, you know. At least I'm just kind of trying to speculate what she's thinking as best I can. So we had all that, and then Kenji, you know, he chases after Miko. Well, not like literally running, but he comes after later to give her the stuff. So from Hanai's perspective, he had Miko show up with her dress kind of torn up, and then Kenji shows up immediately afterwards carrying Miko's stuff. So of course Hanai probably gets very much the wrong idea and challenges him to a fight, which we saw the warm up. Essentially, what was essentially the warm-up, like preview to the fight, but the main bulk of the real fight, I guess, was kind of off screen because we just kind of checked up on them later on when the location had changed quite a bit. So, and I don't think that's where they started the fight, so they must have just like moved a lot as they battled, which, you know, that happens, especially in like super power shonen battle anime, like Dragon Ball Z. If two people are battling, they'll end up somewhere far away than they initially started. I guess it could be kind of like that. I quite like the conversation between Tenma and Eri on the phone because, you know, obviously we have a lot of this drama stuff going on. You know, people not quite connecting in their attempt to make up with each other. And to kind of clear through that, you know, a nice little breath of fresh air, you have Tenma just being Tenma, being her usual silly kind of airheaded, no tanky kind of self. And I think that's kind of really what Eri needed when she needed it. And that was just a really nice little fun conversation. You know, we even had silly little stuff like Tenma time and all that. And the whole plan to meet up at the station at 5, that obviously didn't happen, but we met up eventually. So that's what matters in the end. So I'm not sure if we're actually going to be buying those 50 cups of ice cream. Probably not. But yeah, one of the most important things we had with the episode is we actually got to see, the person that Miko has had a crush on that she talked about before. We got little hints, like that it was an older person, like going to college, but we didn't know much beyond that. At least I don't think we knew much beyond that. But this episode, we got pretty much everything we could possibly want to know about it. He was a tutor of hers. He kind of joined the dojo, it looks like, at least for a little bit. And she clearly had a crush on him, but it was very one-sided. And obviously nothing ever came from it, and it seems like nothing ever will come from it. So, which is what I expected. Like, there was no way that anything was going to come from that, realistically speaking. So, it's good to get that information, though, and it's also interesting to see her in her middle school uniform, which of course is not as good as her high school uniform, but that's usually how it goes in anime. Because it's not the main uniform, you know, so of course it would put like less effort into it. So things are already kind of awkward between Miko and Eri for reasons already stated, but we kind of added on to that because Miko, with her side of things, the guy that she liked is kind of coming back and for a chance for like a meetup. Not like a personal one-on-one meetup or anything like that, of course not, but kind of a big old party that he would be at, so they could have a chance to like meet up and talk and whatnot. And I guess she was kind of seeing it as a possible second chance, to really tell him how she feels and maybe, become a thing. I think that's kind of what she was hoping for, despite the fact that there was very, very little chance of that ever working. But yeah, the awkward thing is that she kind of had to tell Eri about this, because she talked to Tenma about it, basically saying, I'm not going to be able to go, this thing's more important. Tenma was, of course, sad, but, accepted it. Very different kind of reaction than what Eri had, which is like, okay, I see what it is, just you're going to break the promise to hang out like we already have, like our plans. That just completely goes out the window when just some guy enters the picture, something better for you to do. So yeah, that's when you already have some tension here, that makes it so much worse. Like, she definitely took that pretty poorly, I would say, for sure. Just this look on Eri's face, just you can't even see the eyes and it's all dark. You definitely tell she takes issue with this. And this was the final line that she ended the conversation with. You choose a guy over your friends, huh? You're the lowest. Site, pretty much the same thing like Tenma said to Kenji in the previous episode, well, about Kenji, like he eavesdropped it. But yeah, that's gotta sting a bit. At this point I was thinking, like, yeah, we're making negative progress towards making up with each other, so that's pretty bad. And also I knew that the thing probably wasn't going to go very well for her, so at this point I was fairly worried about how things would go, just like in general. Now, the best part of the episode was, without question, once they started to get to the, backstory of Eri and Miko's relationship. Now, that's great. I think that was supposed to be, when they became friends. I think that's what it's supposed to be implying. Because at the very least, it was an important scene for their relationship, because we see some of that Eri stuff, all the love confessions she gets and whatnot. People transition from being like, of course that happens to her, look how pretty and amazing she is, to, how dare she be so confident in herself, that sort of thing, Choshi, Nori, Sugi, whatever they said. That's, yeah, frowned upon, I suppose. But yeah, just as a result, Aries probably feels a little bit down, because of that kind of thing. And then not too long after they showcase that, she meets up with Miko and she's like, hey, how about you carry my stuff and come over to my place and, we could have some fun. And they do. And there they have a pretty good talk about, just being yourself and, personality, because, yeah, Miko's talking about how she acts this way because that's her personality, and obviously Eri should act the way in line with her personality, I don't do the scene justice at all with how I'm describing it here, but, it was a really good scene. We had an insert song playing while it was happening. We talked about, never seeing Japanese fireworks before, as we transition over to her going to their secret spot where they can get a good view of them, and where she finally meets up with her, and finally we can have our important scene of the two of them just making up with each other. Miko says how it went, and the fireworks play. We call it the fireworks start. We call over everyone else. They bring the snacks, and we have our important fireworks viewing, bonding, friendship, getting along well with each other session. I think that's probably the proper term for it. While the two were just fighting down there, fist fighting as they do. And just, yeah, I don't think anything I could say or did say does the scene justice, but all of that Eri Miko stuff near the end there, concluding with that fireworks meetup spot thing, was great. Probably one of my favorite things I've seen in the show so far. Thought all that was entirely really well done. I got chills at least a couple different points. I love that a lot. I might not be able to do it justice with my words, but hopefully that at least got across. And I think that's everything I got to say on the episode. Really, I think we made up by the end of it. I'm pretty sure. Because, despite what they say or whatever fights they have, they clearly do care about each other. I think they got across pretty well here. And at the very least, Miko can kind of put, a close, to that chapter of her life, that whole crush thing, and move forward. So, yeah, just really good episode, I would say. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.